Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial, and I hope you guys like the new intro that I've gotten, because I really like it. Really nice. But for this tutorial, as you probably already know from looking at the title, I'm going to be doing a slit throat effect. And it's going to be on my friend Peter, who you can see right now. Sorry about all the him like dancing around in the music that's playing. I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have like the fast motion music in the background. I'm not sure why, but it's just funny to listen to. And well, Peter was just like jamming out to it pretty much the whole time. So here we go. I start off by putting some liquid latex on Peter's throat, and I was just dabbing it on with like a cotton ball or anything, because if any of you have ever used liquid latex, you know that it completely ruins any paintbrush or anything you use with it. I then took a piece of tissue, yeah, it's a tissue, you can see it in the background. I rolled it up and I'm putting it on his neck to make the joints. But first you have to put down a little bit more liquid latex to glue it down pretty much. But it's making the cut looks like it's rising out and make it look a little more realistic. Now what I'm starting to do here is I'm taking little bits of like just some regular pieces of like tissue and or Kleenex, whatever you guys want to call it. So I'm taking just little bits of it and just trying to smooth out the surface so it's not just like a big drop off. So I'm pretty much making a ramp up to the edges, and so that the middle is where it drops in to make that slit throat looking effect. When you're doing this though, make sure you put down liquid latex. Like, put down some liquid latex to glue it down first before you start putting it down. Then let it sit there and dry for a couple seconds, or else it'll start to like fall off when you put down the second coat of liquid latex, which sets it in and just really makes it stick. But make sure that you let the bottom layer dry first. So at this part I started getting, like, I was done with putting the tissue on, so I started grabbing some stuff to get ready for mixing the makeup together to make a skin color. I mixed together a little bit of white, some yellow, and just a tiny bit of red. Now I know that this doesn't really look like skin color, but with the limited amount of makeups that I have, this was the closest that I could get. I just used an applier sponge to, like, I smeared some of the makeup onto the applier sponge and dabbed it on so I could cover the whole area with the makeup.
Look at that sexy. Oh, I just realized it's recording. Well, that's not too bad. 14 minutes in. Fuck you, that's why. You get pretty good damn quality on this. Fuck you. I know, make it HD.
Okay, so at this point I started adding some reds to make it a little bit darker, because I thought that what I originally put on it, it didn't really look that good, so I decided to make it a little bit darker with the reds, and I think it helped it a lot with how it looked and how it blended into the rest of the skin.
So is this another tutorial? Yeah. Are these people turning into zombies, or are they just gonna shoot each other? Justin, when you're adding the effects of the red stuff, it makes it really look realistic to my angle.
I'm doing the same thing as I did before, but this time, but just with the darker red, and I just put in little blots all around and started like spreading it around a little bit. Now I'm going in with my paintbrush with some black. What I'm using is cream colors or cream makeups. So I'm going in with a black cream makeup on the edges to give it that depth that all cuts have, because of that darkness and depth. And this is one of the reasons why I hate working. This is why I love working on canvases and paper, because they never laugh. I had them like distracting me the whole time and laughing, and it ended up making me get black and different makeups all over the place, and it got really annoying. But it was still fun. And this laughing, it literally goes on for like 10 minutes pretty much. So if I didn't have this sped up, you guys would be getting pretty annoyed. And it still seems pretty long sped up. Because they were talking and laughing so much, I got paint, or the makeup all over the edges of the prosthetic, so, or it's not a prosthetic, but the edges of the cut. So I had to go back with the skin color and start cleaning it all up with that, and yeah. So I pretty much had to redo that one area and touch it up a little bit.
What? Just listen to the song. I can see the whole camera when you're doing that. How come stop? I can use the second one. Use the second one. How much damage do you have that? Ouch. I really lost like a damage you have that. Oh. It's worth it. Not like an unnaturally black spot after this. It looks completely black. Read that shit up. Yeah, get that all over his neck. Oh, damn it. Oh, yeah. Shit. Oh, fuck you! Again? I'm keeping it back in your office. Oh, yeah. I heard that's for some radio. I heard that. Hey, this might be crazy. What's your name? Peter. What's your name? What was your name on the phone? She called us. What's she called? She went he called back. That's what I was. Yes, I did. No, I don't give you waffles. I don't get any. There is no more waffles. I had them all. I know, it's an example. I think I would like 2 waffles. You want 2 of them? So if you waffles. And I get 2 waffles. That still means 8 waffles. I don't want 8 waffles. I want 12 of them. You can seriously all the waffles. I'll put you try to do this. I just don't know why you guys get all waffles. You still have waffles in red and they're mine. I got them from the freezer and I put them on my plate. You guys are being selfish. So there it is. It's perfect. This commercial is a no-brainer for the Waffle Company. You guys are like, oh no, yeah, we love the video. It's just that you're friend there. Let's see retarded. No. Ate a jellyfish. We may want to recast this, so we will talk about it. This commercial's gonna make me famous. I like this for you. I like this for you. Tits. Use the second one. Okay, I'm taking it. That was the fastest second one I've ever typed.
And here we go with with Griffin being racist in the background, and Peter just cracking up laughing for a while. But what I started doing now is going in on the inside with the red, which adds a little bit of a blood effect, and it makes the depth a little more, because it makes the edges look darker with the shadows, and the inside looks like a cut now with more red. So I did 3 different shades of red. Either 3 or 2 different shades. I put the darker shade in over the black, and then I put a lighter shade over the red, and I might have done more, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I didn't though. I then went back around with the sponge again, and I started adding more of the red. And here's Griffin being racist again. but I started adding more of the red around the edges of the cut again. I'm now pretty much done. I just put some napkins in Peter's shirt so that I can add the blood without staining it, because this blood will stain shirts. But now I'm pretty much just adding the blood, and this is all. So I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because, you know, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, just hold it.